Hello, amazing people, and tonight I bring you another episode. My name is Najima Bena, and I'm a growth coach. I like transformation, and whenever you see me here, it means that we are going to talk about growth and how to, maximize our potential. Yes, recently we've held a topic, and that is having a conducive environment for our growth. We know that we cannot grow until we are in a right environment. And always we can know that our environment is not allowing us to grow. Somehow our instincts can give us that feedback that we need maybe to make a few changes. So for us to maximize our potential, we have to be in a right environment. A good conducive environment is like a garden, planting your seeds on fertile ground, yes. When you plant your seeds on fertile grounds and you water those seeds, you know that they will grow, they will bear fruits, they will give you multiplication. So even us, we have to be in a right environment. You can be in a place and you know that I'm not going to grow in this place because many a times you can even reach a ceiling so fast. You can look right and you can look left and you don't see areas of expansion. And yet every day we keep looking for ways of expanding. And when we expand in experience, in knowledge, in understanding, spiritual growth, and all of that. And guess what? It needs us to be in a right environment. Yes, so for us to grow, for us to multiply, for us to bear the best results of our dreams, we have to be in the right environment. So we have to be assessing, are we currently in a right environment? Because a right environment allows us to grow. And we can see the results we get. When your results are not really appealing to you, it means that you have to do something. It calls for a time of reflection. Yes, you have to reflect and see that I have to be in a different space. For example, if someone gave you a big order and maybe you're supplying cakes somewhere and your current capacity cannot serve those clients, it means that you have to definitely expand, and that calls for a conducive environment that is making you maybe raise other branches, have different staffing, have more people to work with. So that is assessing your current environment, because many a times we want the growth and expansion, and it calls for a good environment that allows us to grow. And guess what? We also have to see that our growth brings opportunities. So sometimes the opportunities are not where you are. You might be in a place and the opportunities are not there, and maybe you have to create the opportunities. So it means that you have to break through, you break free in that environment, and you create another space where you can challenge yourself to grow. Because when we want to grow, we also have to change our characters. We have to change our environment. And guess what? When we happen to only make a choice of only our character, changing our character, and we don't change our environment, it means that our growth is going to be slowed down and it will be difficult for us to maximize our potential. So the next time you find yourself changing only your character, just know that you also have to change your environment. And when you only change your environment and say, no, me, I'm Bena, I'm who I am, there is nothing about me that is going to change. Guess what? That is also going to be very hard for us to grow in that kind of state. Now it only calls that for us to maximize our growth, we have to change both our character and also the environment, because there we are going to yield maximum fast results and we shall be very successful. So when we talk about maximizing growth and environment is key, it means that it has to be on a daily basis. We have to always check ourselves whether our environment is supporting. We check with experiences. Which experiences are you having maybe in that one place? Are you having sales? Do you have opportunities of maybe taking on other roles? And when you say that you're not, then it's time for us to expand and maybe get into, you're creating the environment even itself. Yes. Then the other thing about growth, it also It also checks our thoughts on a daily basis. You can be in a certain place and all you have is like you're tormented all the time. Yes, so if you see so many regrets in a place, then maybe you have to check, because our thoughts build our character. They build who we eventually become. So we have to check our environment. There are environments that stretch us and we end up thinking, for example, for us to grow also, we have to be with the right company of friends, because you'll be the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. So if you're with growing people, like how I formed the Growth Orchard, you'll be in a space that allows you to grow, because we keep talking about the different tips of how we can grow, the different strategies of how we can grow. Yes, so for us to grow, we have to be sure that the people we surround ourselves with enable us to grow. Yes, be sure to check and see that the people you surround yourselves with are either allowing you to expand your finances, allowing you to grow very fast. They are allowing you to ask yourselves the right questions, because last time I mentioned, like, when we ask the right questions or good questions, then we get good answers. And definitely when we ask the wrong questions, we shall get wrong answers. And those answers won't propel our growth. Those are some of the things that we have to do to make sure that our environment is conducive. And when it's not conducive, it is our role to make a choice. Because definitely growth amounts to change. You can change without growing, but you can never, never, never grow without change. So change has to be a part of us. We even have to call for it. We even have to assess ourselves. We even have to get a consultant. You can get a coach, you can get a mentor, you can get a trusted friend, an accountability partner, and you sit with them and have the right questions. And those questions are supposed to propel you or show you that probably it's time to make a change. Growth is very key, and for us to grow, it's like having that right garden that we keep mending, like we keep checking on, we keep watering, we keep pruning. Yes, for us to reach our potential. And yes, I thank you so much for following, for checking out on my YouTube channel. Keep checking. There are many uploads. There are people who are attending the Tuesday class, and that is from 7 to 8. It's an hour session. I welcome you to join. Those ones who are on the Tuesday class, yes, we really appreciate, and we are doing that together. We are growing. You can also check out on my TikTok account, my Instagram, my Facebook. All these insights are in the Growth Orchard space, and that's our space for growth. Thank you so much. I remain Najima Bena, your growth coach.